They are the best-selling cars in the country, but these owners have a warning for anyone planning to buy a Toyota. The paint on their cars is peeling off, and they claim the manufacturer has known about the defect for some time.
The paint peeling off of the primer is just disgusting.
It's amazing that they're all sort of failing in the same way, but you see them all the time.
I got a feeling, or peeling, Toyota.
They're the Toyota owners seeing red over their white paint jobs.
It's kind of embarrassing because it is very, very bad looking.
Their cars looking like wrecks through no fault of their own.
So you've actually got more rust on your car than you do paint at the moment, really?
Yes, I do. You can see these panels are all starting to discolour yellow.
Chris McInerney bought his 2011 Toyota Corolla second-hand 8 years ago in near-new condition.
It had about 10,000 kilometres on the clock, so it was basically brand new.
This is what a 2011 Corolla should look like. This is Chris's. Every panel peeling, the roof paint completely gone and now completely rusted.
I used to wash it, can't wash it anymore due to the fact that basically the paint comes off when anything touches it.
At first he thought he was alone and potentially even at fault, but as the paint peeled off every panel, he knew there was a bigger problem.
At one point there were sheets of paint coming off about the size of envelopes just behind me on the motorway, hitting the car behind me.
Chris started his own research and found the issue had been widely reported overseas, a known fault with the primer on white Toyota cars. He contacted the company but was told tough luck.
When I contacted them, they said because I was a secondary owner that there was nothing that's going to come of it.
Now he's left with a rust bucket worth very little.
I couldn't imagine it'd be worth more than the $500 in scrap.
Sharon Painter went back to her Toyota dealer 2 years ago after noticing the same issues with her 2006 RAV4 she bought brand new.
Just absolute amazement. Like when it started getting bigger, I was like, this can't be normal.
Her dealer directed her to a smash repairer for a repaint quote.
They were the ones who told me about the fact that it was actually a manufacturer problem with the primer that they stuck on the car before they put the paint on.
The repaint quote was almost $7,000. Sharon says Toyota offered to pay half, but the price was still out of reach for the mother of two.
Why should we have to pay even a couple of $1,000s towards their mistake?
Ironically, Sharon paid extra for the problematic pearl paint and paint protection when she bought the car.
So Sharon, this is the worst damage on the front of the car. You can see how easily, I don't want to flake any more of it off, but it's that easy, isn't it?
It comes off when it's driving, so in the winds.
A Facebook group has now amassed nearly 200 members, all sharing photos of their cars. What makes it worse, Toyota in other parts of the world has agreed to fix the defect.
Canada and America, they're both paying for any damage to the vehicles, and people who have gone ahead and fixed their own cars at their own expense are actually getting refunded.
Even when you drive now, you can hear the paint slapping on the roof. So as you drive, the paint sort of peels off and it's just embarrassing to drive.
Jamie Billings fears he's lost thousands of dollars thanks to the peeling paint on his 2005 Toyota Prado.
The vehicle's value has dropped dramatically. I don't think I could sell this for more than a few $1,000s, whereas in perfect condition when I bought it, it's probably worth $15,000 to $20,000 in this current market.
Jamie also went back to Toyota for help, but claims the issue was sent to head office, which couldn't help him. All the while, his second-hand car just becomes worse.
Both the left-hand doors, the quarter panels are all peeling away near the windows. The tailgate's peeling away at the window, the roof 100%, the bonnet is starting to rust through.
For them to not recognise that this is a problem for hundreds of motorists across Australia, when they know that there's been problems overseas, it's really poor form.
Joe Ucukalo from Handle My Complaint says customers have strength in numbers.
What we're seeing with Toyota is we've got a couple of class actions underway here for other problems. So it's definitely up to people to come together and push for better outcomes.
In a statement, the company said, Toyota Australia has received reports of paint peeling. The condition involves a specific factory-applied white paint colour. The company saying affected vehicles include some Corollas and Ruckus models.
I've lost complete faith in the brand itself. You know, it's disappointing. Oh, what appealing.
Would you buy a Toyota again?
I wouldn't buy a Toyota again, no. Not until they fix the problems.
Toyota also told us no new cars are impacted and second-hand models will only be dealt with on a case-by-case basis. For a full list of potentially affected vehicles, head to our website.